Welcome to Rauta, and this time we head for classic heavy metal. This one is from a band called Ambush, and it's called Infidel. Here we have some nice digi-sleeve covering the actual jewel case. And well, without further ado, let's take a look on this album and remove the jewel case as ever so gently. Just plain black here underneath. And on the back side we have the track list as much as with the cardboard digi-sleeve. Obviously rather traditional CD, which kind of fits the music, which I'm gonna talk to you in a bit. Then we have this booklet, which has rather cool cover. I am not saying cool because it's the most original and such, but more like it's very old-fashioned and in a good way. Then on the back side of this booklet we have this lineup with very tight pads. Inside we obviously have more information, such as recording information, which is curiously put on the basically the first pages of this booklet. Then we have individual artists' images, we have lyrics, we have everything there is to know about, well, the music and the band to enjoy it. And now when I say old-fashioned, I kind of mean it in the retro-ish way. These Swedes are clearly made it very purposefully to make this kind of old school. It's not just heavy metal, but it's clearly not only power metal or hard rock, but it's kind of a combination of that. Let's tune for Metal Archives. So here we have this Metal Archives page for Ambush. That is, if you type Ambush here in the band field, as you can see, quite a few names already. So you're figuring out which of all these Ambush bands it is, and I can tell you it's the first Swedish one. Founded in 2013, as you can see, there are 3 albums out, and this is the basic information you need. There's the lineup, there are related links, such as their website, which was quite heavy. And then we have obviously the track list right here with the image. And when I say this is kind of quite heavy page, it took yesterday quite a bit of loading. Now probably coming out of my computer browser's cache, it's more fast. You can see pretty much how it is, the band, you know, links, social media stuff, images, so forth. You can see all the merchandise right here. But here we have this track list and the band image, which is probably here in a little bit better. And like I said, the music is all about kind of a blending in different styles. While the basic foundation here is very traditional heavy metal, I would say there are lots of ideas which are very familiar with kind of a hard rock background. Some parts even reminded me of early Mötley Crüe, and I cannot stop thinking that this kind of has to be some kind of homage to this kind of music, because it would be too much of a coincidence if it was like, oh, we have no idea of this band, how it is going, and blah blah blah. But that is not a bad thing to say. Old Mötley Crüe is a fucking killer. So obviously it's a good thing if there are these kind of reminiscent parts. And also some of those riffs and how the songs are kind of driven are, in my opinion, that is, rather close to being kind of a power metallish. But it's not too high-pitched, screamy stuff. It's more like, you know, Halloween and the like are always seen like, are they more power metal or the heavy metal, you know, the kind of a Teutonic German style. And as such, I find this band doing just nicely, putting in these different ideas and combining them into total cool songwriting. Now, Infidel is rather easy to listen to, given that it's some 43 minutes, and there are no, you know, phases or parts which are boring or annoying or more like, oh, I feel like skipping. More like, hey, now that I'm done with this idea, they just shift a little bit different, and it all makes sense, from production to vocals and all that stuff. Now, once again, with this kind of music, well, it's all about clean vocals. It's not gonna please everybody. People will always say, "Oh, this is not into my liking," or "This has wrong tone," and whatever. What it comes with the territory, really. But in my opinion, everything here kind of falls in place, and that makes Infidel rather enjoying. Now, I'm not gonna say this is a future classic. You really can't compare this to Golden Era, Judas Priest, or Iron Maiden albums. Then again, what can you really? But it's kind of close to being something that we might feel like in 10 or 20 years. Like, hey, you remember that classic from Sweden? Classic being 2040, a little bit different than of today. So whether you are really deeply into heavy metal or more like just being the best berries out of the bush, I would say go for this one. This is something enjoyable, if not the most memorable album to come from Sweden in the terms of heavy metal. So definitely nice album, and as you can see, this is March 13 release, so it's already out by the time this video gets out. So there you have it. Go check out those links, and even though this is not here listed with their own Bandcamp page or whatever, there are links, and this is probably like on Spotify and whatever, and if I can find links afterward making this review, I will put them in the description box so you can go clickety click and listen to some samples. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.